30 days is all I have from the idea of being like, I want to do an Ironman one day to actually doing a half Ironman in these next 30 days. Pace is abysmal. Quads are cramping. Let's give some background on me. I'm a CrossFit athlete, but also have done a bunch of endurance challenges. I pulled a truck for 31 miles, climbed a rope, blah, 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 blah. But later this year, in November, me and a group of friends are doing a full Ironman. Now, here's the problem. If a goal is too far out in advance, we will all procrastinate, we won't train for it, and then we're gonna be sitting there 4 months from the event being like, damn, I have to train for a full Ironman in 4 months. So that's where this came in. I'm taking myself from messing around on a bike, just buying one flat out, all right, 2 months ago, to now, can I train for a half Ironman in 30 days? Let's break it down. Performance is not the goal at all. My goal here is to show that you can train, be structured, and start a good base building program, and then with being stubborn and mentally strong, you can fight your way through a half Ironman. Am I gonna prove that somebody who has zero biking base, zero swimming base at all, and is probably the worst competitive athlete runner there is into doing this? Yes, and that's what we're going out and shooting for. Here's my first goal. Don't drown. I have zero swimming background besides growing up in a lake, but competitive swimming / swimming for long distances, not just swimming back to the boat, does not exist for me. So first goal is make it so that I don't drown, that I'm not just doing 25 meters or 10 meters even back and forth on the pool, be able to swim actual meterage in the pool when I'm doing this half Ironman. 3, 2, 1, swim. This is the workout that I got from one of my swim buddies, and here's it basically breaking down easy. We're gonna do 300 to 400 meters of simple warm-up work. We are then going to do 500 meters of strictly technique work and drill work, nothing crazy. And for me, I am miserable at kicking. I kick through my knees, I don't kick through my feet and ankles. So even though this takes me a while and has a lot of rest, we are doing 10 sets of 50 yards at a time with a small little break at 25 if I need it, of just kicking. Finally, we are doing some final little sprint work, seeing what the body feels like at a faster pace, but we're not allowing ourselves to break into miserable techniques. Whatever the fastest we can do with that technique. So this is this exact swim workout I am doing 2 days a week, focusing on this. Now the other 2 days, what I'm doing is I am just trying to build water confidence. So not much rhyme or reason into it, just swimming to see how I feel swimming. My goal is getting 1,000 yards in each of these sessions, which takes about 30 to 40 minutes. Took us 40 minutes, so we are now in transition 1, and the timer is rolling until I hit the truck. The swim is done. We are driving to the bike right now, so we got a 1 mile drive to the bike, so about 4 minutes. I still need to switch into my bike bib and put some socks on, but that swim was way harder than I thought. I really underestimated how much that would take out of me. First time doing this, first time clicking the triathlon button, first triathlon I'm doing. So I know it's not a real one, but first time I'm truly going swim right into a bike, right into a run with, you know, no real rest in between besides maybe an 8-minute total break between the swim and the bike, and then, you know, it's gonna be right bike right into run. No stop there besides switching out the running shoes. So here we go. Now let's hope we get moving on this. Goal number 2. Learn how to bike. Don't tell anybody I just fell over because I had clip-ins. This is the first pair of clip-in shoes, or clipless, I don't fucking know. I don't know how to bike. Shoes that I have. When I first got them, they didn't have this yellow piece, which if you didn't know, apparently that's how your shoes clip into your bike. I was very confused. Shout out ChatGPT. I mean that I didn't have the full shoe. Cool. That's the second goal. I know how to ride a bike growing up as a kid, but cycling, no clue. If I pull out a tire, shout out TikTok, because that's how I'm changing. What is a carbon bike? What is a triathlon bike? I tried to go learn those questions, but bike shops were mean to me. So I'm learning it myself. That being said, find somebody who knows about cycling to teach it for you. I have wasted a little bit of money, a lot of money, on not knowing what the actual thing is.
There it is, 5.2 Newton meters. I'm gonna be careful here. This thing is pretty close to being stripped.
Oh, bike more?
Yeah.
I was like, do you want to see my ChatGPT search history of this biking stuff? Because it's gonna be bad.
So a lot of this is like subjective too. Like, hey, okay, what feels better for you? 3, 2, 1, stop.
All right, we are 2 weeks out from me doing the half Ironman on my own. So another bike ride. We're really just trying to hammer the bike because we understand that the most important part is being able to get off the bike and be able to succeed. I have way more of a background in running than I do in cycling, so that is why I am hammering biking. With me, I'm dealing with having to deal with all the stoplights, and it is annoying, but I'm not gonna be doing this on Zwift. So I think part of the actual thing is, can you bike? Can you do all that? And so I'm not gonna be doing it on Zwift. So that is why we're outside, and we also just got to deal with the heat of Arizona. And so we don't just get better at doing that, popping out on race day and being in the heat. We're gonna do that by training in the heat. We are into transition number 1 right now. That swim, I'm definitely feeling it. It's also hot in there, but just gotta get ready to go on this bike. Put on bag tape by myself the first time, and I did a horrible job at it. And it's already starting to come off. But all right, let's fucking do this. Quick update, 31 miles in, 3 hours in. So we got 26 miles left on the bike, but don't tell anybody I just fell over because I had clip-ins. Oh, but my stomach is been fighting with me this entire fucking bike ride. The carbs drink isn't sitting, the gel isn't sitting, nothing. So we're just fighting the stomach on this battle. Goal number 3 is don't embarrass myself. I know I'm not good at this. That being said, don't just show up and take 14 hours to do this. So I'm actually caring about my training going into this, and I do have a structured game plan of it. The rules of this are I'm not allowed to uproot my life and training, and the balance that comes behind it. So in this 30 days of doing it, I am out of town from my home setup for 8 days. So we're on a walk with the dog right now. But how do we balance that training? So we are going to be running on vacation. All you got to do is bring your running shoes. Is it ideal? No. I'm in the mountains of Lake Tahoe. We're at 8,000 feet in elevation instead of sea level. My lungs hurt. We can find stationary bikes. You can even try to find a pool. But running is something you can do anywhere. It takes minimal time, and that is what we're going for here. So just hitting and touching the running volume while you're out of town, it can't be an excuse. We all have life. We all have stuff getting in the way. We're at a wedding right now, and that is perfectly normal. And so when you're training for these things, you need to understand life gets in the way. Another day, another state. We are in Iowa for the day. Picking up the new puppy. No bike, no pool access. So don't really need to go find a gym. I'm just gonna run circles around in Iowa right now. We are on what is called a brick run, which basically means we're gonna bike and try to transition as fast as possible into the run. So we did a 12-mile bike, and now we're going for a 2-mile run at what would be race pace. So I'm trying to aim, it's not impressive, 8:30 to 9-minute miles for my race pace is the idea for my first time ever. So that's what we're training right now, the 2-mile run portion. It's definitely shocking if you've never done it. Your legs feel exhausted after that bike.
Do you want this documented?
Parts of it, yeah.
Why?
Because the whole video is, can you train to do an Ironman in half Ironman in 30 days?
Oh.
And know what my answer is?
What?
No. No, you cannot. I'm just really stubborn. I'm finally getting some running in. We're about 2 miles in. Pace is abysmal. Quads are cramping. Nutrition is really what blew up this race from the get-go. Just puking the entire bike ride is what ended this race before it was even over. We are 7 miles in. Only good job of me. We're basically walking because it's when I cramp. I go, okay, I guess I can pull the phone out. But 7 miles. Got 5 left. We're on the downhill slope. Just got to keep moving. I have bombed. I'm at 8.2 miles, hour 45 into the run, and I'm done. I'm gonna get to 10, call it, but I'm walking right now. This was hard. Moral of the story. Here's the deal. Can't rush the preparation. Can't make the hours of preparation go by faster or accumulate any faster without putting out the work. And you can't beat poor nutrition. I feel like everybody uses nutrition as the excuse, but when you especially combine short preparation plus extremely poor nutrition, and you get a little sunburnt, it's tough. We are walking back to the start, and I'm going to call it. It's going to be about 8.5 miles, and we are at a total time of 7 hours and 30 minutes. We're DNFing. Tough. That's life. Not my first DNF, won't be my last. Time to get back to the lab.